Hey guys, it's Goosebumps Completionist, and today I'm bringing you a book review from Hall of Horrors, and it's book number 6, The Birthday Party of No Return. I really enjoyed this book. It does have its problems for me, but it's a really fun read. Recently, it was my birthday yesterday, and I read this book either a day or two before my birthday, just to get in the birthday spirit, because this book has birthday party in the title. And coming to read it, it's not quite a birthday party book, so don't get misled with this, but it does have some pretty good messages in the story. It does have some pretty humor-filled moments. It does keep you enthralled throughout the whole read. Pretty solid. Do have some complaints about the main character himself, and of course the ending itself, but nonetheless, this was a fun read. It got me in the birthday spirit for what it was. Had a fun time. And I still think that Hall of Horrors very well might be my favorite Goosebumps series. I have to read the other 3 that I haven't read after this one, and then I'll make my decision then. But so far, pretty solid series. So anyway, let's get into the plot. So, the story takes place not too far from summertime. And this kid named Lee, his goal is to get a free scholarship to his favorite sports camp. His dream. He's always wanted to go there. He's a big athlete. He's an athletic guy. He likes to be competitive. But Lee's biggest problem is that he's second best. And he's second best to this kid named Corey, who happens to be his friend as well. And he's even, I guess, third best because of this girl named Laura, who also beats him at a lot of things. And they're all friends with each other. They're all classmates. They hang out. They go to each other's parties, houses, and whatnot. But Lee has this inferiority complex with his friend Corey. And he thinks that Corey is just this lucky guy. Corey's just lucky. To him, Corey and him have the same skills. It's just that Corey has the better luck, and he always wins. Or he always gets good stuff happening to him because he's just a lucky person. And Lee chalks it up to him just being an unlucky person. And Laura is really good at what she does, and often than not, she actually beats both of them because she reaps the spoils of Corey and Lee having this rivalry. So when it comes down to this scholarship tournament type of thing, there's 3 sections to it. They have to do a tennis tournament, a bowling tournament, and a flag football tournament. And there will be scouts looking to see who the best athlete was to offer a free scholarship to the sports camp. Now, Lee knows he doesn't have the best luck in the world, but he has to go into the first competition, which is the tennis competition, without any luck, basically. And he has to face off against Corey. And he's playing actually a pretty decent game against Corey, but ultimately the weather is not on Lee's side. The clouds are just blinding him because they keep receding away when it's his turn on the good side of the court, etc. And ultimately, Corey wins the first match. And this sets Lee off pretty bad. He gets really upset at himself. He gets very defeated. And in an act of poor sportsmanship, throws his racket in a fit of rage and hits somebody in the head. Which, I was an athletic kid growing up, and that's a big no-no. And I know he's very apologetic about it, but it just shows that Lee has a temper problem in this story, and it kind of shows throughout the story. And before I get into anything else about the plot, that really took away, that moment kind of de-escalated Lee for me throughout the story and made me really not like Lee as much. But that's just something I had to struggle with within the story. But anyway, after Lee throws the racket, he gets scalded about it. The person he hit is not mad about it. They just wish that they had better sportsmanship, and the scouts are watching, and the scouts tell him that you need to improve your sportsmanship if you ever want to come to our camp. So Lee goes home. He's very upset. He's defeated. He's distraught. He doesn't know what to do. His dog's annoying him as usual. His dog named Arvy won't leave him alone. But he notices this package has come for him. And it doesn't have a return address. It's not marked. It's just marked to him. And he opens it, and it's this really disgusting vulture claw as seen on this cover. And it said, this is a good luck charm. And it came with a list of instructions, but his dog Arfie took the instructions with him and destroyed them. But Lee doesn't really care about instructions. He doesn't read instructions all that well anyway to begin with. But, you know, he's looking at this ugly, disgusting claw and saying, well, what can I do to improve my luck? Maybe I should try it out because maybe I need all the luck I can get. The moment he puts it on, he notices he had other mail for him, and he realizes that he's won a free pizza dinner to his favorite pizza place through a drawing that he entered. And he's never won a contest before, and he's starting to think that maybe this claw is really good luck. So to test out the theory of the good luck, he takes it to school with him the next day. He finds, I think, the principal's wallet tucked behind a locker, and he turns it into the principal, and they give him a $10 bill as a reward. And he's like, wow, this is actually pretty good luck. Maybe I should re-challenge Corey to a tennis match just to see if my luck supersedes Corey's luck. And he challenges him. Corey's his friend. He agrees to it, and they play tennis again. And sure enough, Lee beats Corey. And Lee's like, I'm unstoppable. He's kissing his claw over the place. I can't be beat. I'm going to win this scholarship. He's very confident in himself for the first time. And then Corey reminds him, hey, you're coming to my birthday party, right? So Lee agrees, yeah, I'm going to come to your birthday party. He totally forgot about it, but, you know, kind of give him a break to go to Corey's birthday and kind of rub it in that he's good luck. Maybe he'll end up getting a present, that kind of situation. The vainness to Lee is astounding in this part of the book. But Lee gets home, and he tells his mom they have to get Corey a present. And his mom has an idea of what to get Corey, which I think is a Wii game. And Lee agrees to it. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get him a Wii game. And what happens next is kind of unsettling for Lee because he's walking up the stairs and then he falls down the stairs. Supposedly for a good luck charm, you're not supposed to fall down the stairs and almost break your ankle and hurt your neck, which happened to Lee. And he's like, that's weird. He's taken back by it. He has to like basically crawl up the stairs into his room. And he goes to check his homework. And when he does that, his laptop explodes. And he's like, what is going on here? He goes, I can't have you not being good luck. I need you to be good luck. So he keeps it on throughout the night. And then he starts having these really bad nightmares and these really bad visions about vulture claws, and it scares the mess out of him, which makes him feel really uneasy. So he goes to school the next day where he has to do the second tournament, which is the bowling tournament. After school, they have to go to a bowling alley. And he goes there hoping that his claw will still be good luck. And, of course, the claw is bad luck now. And he loses the bowling match to Corey and Laura. I think Laura ends up beating him anyway. Corey ends up finding somebody's phone under the chair. He turns it in and gets a free sundae. Him and Laura have to pay for a sundae, that kind of situation. Lee drops some sundae on his shoes. You know, he keeps having bad luck. And he goes home, and something else bad happens to him. And he starts having even more hallucinations and stuff. And he realizes that this claw is cursed, and he needs to get rid of this claw. So when it comes down to Corey's birthday party, he has a devised plan that he's either going to throw it away or he's going to give it to Corey. But he said since he needs all the luck he can get, he's going to give it to Corey. So he goes to Corey's birthday party with the bad luck claw in hand and tries to give it to Corey. And when Corey opens the present, he says, I already have one of these, and he throws back the claw, and he shows him his. And he's like, you need all the good luck you can get. So he's questioning, and he's like, but this claw gives me bad luck. And he's like, well, didn't you read the instructions? And Lee's like, no. So Corey takes Lee up to his room and tells Lee the instructions. You're not supposed to kiss the claw. Which now Lee is pretty much screwed. He's kissed his claw all over. He doesn't know what to do now. So he tries to throw away the claw. And after he throws away the claw, his friend Laura comes over and offers to help him with his homework, which he thought might be good luck. Maybe the claw's gone away. After Laura leaves, he has these visions about the claw coming back to him, yada yada. He's really scared about this claw messing up the third round of the tournament, which is the flag football game. So it comes to the point where Lee and Corey are in the locker room, and Corey's kind of rubbing it in Lee's face, saying, hey, look, I got my claw on me. I got good luck. I'm sorry. This is the way it is. Lee's kind of upset. Corey goes off to use the restroom or something, and Lee notices that Corey had dropped his claw. So Lee, being Lee, decides to kiss the claw all over to give Corey bad luck. And what happens is they go out on the field after Corey realizes he dropped his claw. He puts the claw back on. And they have a head-on collision on the football field. And they both have concussion symptoms and whatnot. And anyway, Laura ends up winning that part of the tournament as well. And then it comes down to a ceremony where Lee and Corey and Laura are the nominees for the sports scholarship, and Lee somehow had the claw. He thought he threw away the claw, but the claw ends up back in his backpack. He has no idea how it got there. And Lee has this hallucination, still because it's a bad luck claw, that Corey is this giant bird trying to attack him, and they both turn into birds. It's a really funny scene, and something happens. Of course, the ending happens right after this situation where it's revealed who won the competition and who's going to the sports camp, and ultimately revealed who was behind the claws the whole time. And it doesn't really offer the best ending, but basically that wraps up the birthday party of no return. So a lot of twists and turns in the story, a lot of strengths. The characterization rocked. I liked Corey and Lee's dynamic, very competitive relationship. But I will say that Lee and Corey exhibit toxic behavior, which I do not condone in characters, and they really took away from the story for me. Not to mention that ending was kind of lackluster as well, very predictable as well. But I'd rather see that happen than anybody else in the situation benefit. The premise was okay, not my cup of tea, but it did read very well. So let's get into the ranking. For Lee as a character, I deducted 0.4 off. He's not my favorite character by any means. Very selfish, very toxic behavior. Don't condone that in the book. Bad example, basically. The premise was okay, not my favorite premise. It was kind of misleading as well, given the title of the book, but it does tie into the story a little bit. So I only deducted 0.2 off for that premise problem. So we're down to a 4.4. And then I deducted another 0.2 off for the ending, for being so predictable and, you know, kind of being lackluster, to be honest. Kind of silly at the same time. So I gave it a 4.2 out of 5. I think it's a solid read, above average book. You're going to love this story if you've never read Hall of Horrors before. This could be a really good one, especially if it's around your birthday. It might get you in the birthday spirit. It got me in the birthday spirit, even though this book is not 100% centered around a birthday party idea. So yeah, that was Birthday Party of No Return. Let me know in the comment section. Did you love it or did you hate it? I'm dying to know. And I'll see you next time.